Today, the House Subcommittee on the Coronavirus Pandemic will hold a hearing on the effects of COVID school closures. Teachers Union President Randy Weingarten will testify as the committee investigates whether she had a hand in changing schools' reopening guidance and keeping schools closed. Ohio Congressman Brad Wenstrup joins us now. He will be leading the hearing as chairman of the subcommittee. What's your first question to Randy Weingarten?
Well, there's more than just one question. Unfortunately, there's a lot of questions. But, you know, from our standpoint, I do want to point out that honesty is non-negotiable in this. And teachers are an essential part of America, right? And they should have been declared essential and back at work as soon as possible. You know, we're trying to prepare a product at the end of the day that'll prepare us for the future, and maybe we can predict or prevent a pandemic. You know, but you look at the teachers union in and amongst itself. The question is, you know, are you a service organization that is dedicated to the youth of America so that our children are educated and America has a bright future, or are you a political organization? It's not uncommon for it to be a little bit of both, and I get that, and there's probably a lot of people on the dais today on the other side of the aisle that have received political contributions from the teachers union. But the CDC should be completely apolitical. And, you know, we had testimony in our previous hearings that showed that the children were not transmitting to adults and that children were not getting ill. And those are the actual scientific methods that we should be using. Instead, we got guidelines from the teachers union that were just plugged right into the CDC guidelines without question, without changing one word. And we're going to be pointing that out. You know, the other thing is the teachers union, they were more focused, Brian, on what they need to be closed as opposed to anything in the conversation about what they needed to be open. They wanted a trigger for closure, and they were basing data on community spread, and the community spread was much different than what was going on in the schools, and that had been proven already.
Absolutely, and of course you're a doctor, and the 6 feet apart was total folly. It was down to the first from 100 years ago. Then that kept schools apart and kept kids out of school, and of course the ancillary damage of kids staying out, and the amount of teachers have been fired because they didn't want to get the shot, even if they had religious compensation. Let's talk about a long interview Dr. Fauci did in the New York Times, where he does not admit to anything, but does say this when it comes to mandates. There was the whole idea of people not getting vaccinated, and then came mandating. I think almost paradoxically, you had people who were on the fence about getting vaccinated thinking, why are they forcing me to do this? And that sometimes beautiful independent streak in our country becomes counterproductive. Mandates are not going to fly in America. Do we understand that?
I said this all along. I said Americans don't do well with because I told you so. Americans want to be educated, not indoctrinated. They removed physicians from the entire process. You had a politician saying you need to get this shot or you're fired from your job. And it affected our military, it affected every part of society in many, many ways, and it was completely wrong. Look, I said at the beginning, even under the Trump administration, America needed to be hearing from doctors that were treating COVID patients. And as we studied in our Doctors Caucus working with the administration on Operation Warp Speed, we knew the benefits of the vaccine and who was going to benefit the most, and it wasn't necessarily needed by everyone, and we had to be realistic that even if you got the vaccine, you could still get COVID, but you were protected. So give it for emergency use to the most vulnerable. Have it out there, but starting to force it on other people, it was completely wrong, and Dr. Fauci said nothing during that time, and he had the opportunity. So now he's out and he's starting to say these things because I think the walls are closing in on what he had to say during his tenure.
Listen, Operation Warp Speed was brilliant. What people don't understand between Trump and Biden, Trump never would have mandated. And it would have created the anger and angst and would have had the firings that people, nurses are still without jobs right now, as are teachers. Keep in mind, when it comes to Anthony Fauci, the chances of this pandemic coming ashore and hurting us here, minuscule. Masks don't work, and the virus is moving slowly. Good thing. So he never admits that he was wrong and never blames China, which is astounding because I'm pretty sure they're to blame, while still not backing off the fact that it was a lab leak. Hopefully you get to the bottom of some things and you make people admit they're wrong today and remind them they're under oath. Thank you, Congressman.
I'm Steve Doocy.
I'm Brian Kilmeade.
And I'm Ainsley Earhart. And click here to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page to catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis.